Guys, welcome back to a new video. So in this video we are going to discuss about some pros and cons of Ecosport. So let's start with first the cons. First con is like this headlight. This is a HID plus an halogen unit, double setup, double barrel headlight. This is for the low beam and this is for the high beam. So the problem is like Ford has given this HID, there is a white lamp, and this one has a halogen. For the high beam they given halogen. So the problem is visibility. During night drives we'll face some visibility problems and some issues, but during fog it will be very useful, but during night time this high beam isn't much visible because of the throw. So we just upgraded it to LED, so now no issue. Fog lamp still same halogen fog lamp, there is no difference because Ford only gives halogen. So even high beam they give halogen, so fog lamp also they will give halogen, right? Not like Kia just they will give like headlight and high beam and all, they will give LED, and only the fog lamp they will give halogen in the Sonnet and all. But this one it is different completely. The high beam also halogen, fog lamp also halogen. So I think Ford need to upgrade. I think the car is not available, then what is needed to upgrade? But in future if they are planning to relaunch this car, they need to upgrade this many changes. And the indicator, this is not an LED unit, so that's why you're paying a 14 lakhs car and you're getting the halogen indicator. It kind of feels some not great, because they should give some LED elements here, or at least give this indicator here also in DRL, so that it can function with both DRL and indicator. There's some modes in this car, like we can upgrade this to an indicator, and that can be done. This is the first headlight. Second is the petrol engine. It is a 3-cylinder natural gas engine. Problem is only the mileage and 1 cylinder less. Other than that, there is no issue with this engine. And there's one more problem in this car is you have an air dam here. Air dam is very useful for highways run, but the problem is like the approach angle of this car is very less, because this air dam cuts off some space. And next horn is this boot, as this only opens sideways like this. And the problem is like if you are park any car in back of this car, then you cannot able to open this. And also if this is dirty, you cannot have a dedicated handle like you can catch here or can catch anywhere. In order to close, you don't need to place your hand here. So in case if this is dirty, then you need to have your hands so dirty. So this is a drawback. There is no dedicated pulling type thing in this car. And this one is finished very well, but it's open sideways, so that's the issue. The reason is like the spare tire, because of that only it will open sideways. Even the Ecosport AC doesn't have a spare tire, but it is, still have the same opening as this, because Ford haven't changed that. Only they remove the tire, nothing else. And another con is this tail lamp. See, this car was 2020 model. In 2020, Ford is just offering this halogen. As come on Ford, because we need to upgrade this to LED. They are giving this halogen. Since 2013, they are giving the same tail light, and there is no upgrade in this. At least they can have some LED elements here. They can have some like LED light, a strip of bar like this. I don't want to see the fancy connected light, but at least they will give some LED here. And this indicator should be LED like that. Even some people will upgrade the pillar lights here because of this tail light. And yeah, and next con is this spare tire. This is very fancy looking, and like it will give some SUV feel in this car. But the problem is this eats up a lot of space. If you are parking in a tight space, this spare tire will be an issue, because the camera only points from the where the car body is, and this tire won't be considered as a part of the camera view. And sometimes we can able to hit if anything is in the back, you cannot able to view properly because the camera is hidden down. So because of the tire, you have some space complexity. So that is a major concern, and that is a con which I need to solve. This tire, it's a good thing, it gives some look, but it eats up lots of space. As you can see, like this, the vehicle body is here and tire is here. Tire is having this much space. I think a person can stand here because that much space is there. And even my father has put the cover, and this cover eats up lots of space. If without cover, I think it will not have this much space, but the cover also having a large space. And sharp fin antenna I just upgraded because it only has some fancy looking old antenna, because Ford haven't changed this. And this being a top model, again I point out there is no LED, so that even the car is discontinued. So what I need to do. And another con is, if you have sitting in the back seat, you will find the rear seat space. For me it's adequate, but if you are any 6 feet inches, 6 feet tall, or any larger occupants, and the driver's seat is positioned like this, then you will have some issues with the legroom, as legroom is very less. And headrests are adjustable, so no issue. And again, another thing is, like, they can offer a AC vent here because there is a lot of space here vacant. There is no AC vent, that's all the drawback. And another drawback is, many EcoSport owners know, in the top models with 6 airbags, you don't have this handle. There is no grab handle, man. What is this Ford is doing? There is no grab handle. So in order to hold a hand, there is nothing here. If you are having any older grandfathers or older people sitting in front or rear, there is no handle to hold. Like, at least they could have offered this 6 airbags. I know they are pointing of safety, but there should be an handle, right, in order to grab. And the grab handle is missing. So they will give the handles in the base model also. Base model EcoSport has this handle, but this model doesn't have, because in top model, because of the provision of 6 airbags, they removed that handle. No, it is not like in this model they are removed. Before, in 2013 also, they just removed this. And when the car was launched in the early 2013, you don't have this handle. That time also, there's no handle was given here. Only the base model had that handle. In the trend model, ambient model, that models have, but this doesn't have, because this being a top model. And the scooped out headroom is adequate. There's no issue with headroom. Another problem is, like, this window is less raised, so if any shorter occupants is sitting, they have some claustrophobic issue, but that is not a big deal because we don't have that issue. Thigh support is okay, adequate. Again, sitting in the front, if I am sitting in the driver's seat, as you can see, this A pillar has a lots of blind spot, because if any vehicle is parked in this side or this side, you cannot see anything properly. The visibility from the driver's seat is very poor, and you have that lack of feel that if any vehicle is parked or any two-wheelers or any vehicle is in the blind spot, you cannot see it. You will just have to hit it, because the visibility is very poor because of this A pillar being this much long. So that is a major issue which I need to tell, as I got an accident last time, and just it went to a road rage because of that blind spot issue. And also the car is very strong, because we met with an accident with the Polo, and this car is very strong, and build quality is very good. So because of that build quality, this car doesn't have much damage as compared to the Polo, and Polo being that much strong. And again, the next con is, like, there is no toll receipt holder, like that you can point out, and there is no cooled glove box. This price they didn't offer that. Wireless charging and all that time, that's not a fancy feature. And MID is analog. That looks cool. There's no need of any digital element here because this is adequate. And again, these were the few. And if I need to point out anything else more than that, I think this is more than fine because there's not much to point out. Other than this, the car is okay. And sometimes, as a point of safety, like this door will be unlocked full time because of some safety concerns. It's not a problem with this car. If it is locked, also, if you pull this handle, it will automatically unlock. That type of feature is there. And again, another con I need to pick is very difficult in this car because everything is there. Touchscreen is also very point out, so there's no, and there's no automatic in this variant because being a top model, that is the main con I need to pick out. There's no automatic transmission available in the top model. Titan AS should be had an automatic gearbox, but they didn't offer. So that is a major issue because of manual is very good, but there's also an option for an automatic also because considering a traffic is very less. Traffic is very more in urban city conditions. City traffic is very more. So this variant should also have automatic transmission. I mean, Ecosport has an automatic, but not in a Titan AS. So an automatic should be given. And there is no seatbelt adjustment. Like if you have seen the Brasa, it has seatbelt adjustment is missing in this car. And everything is there. Rain sensitive wiper and all is given. Even Creta in today's age, Hyundai just cost cutted that like Hyundai didn't give the automatic wipers, and now they are giving this feature. So the Ford gives this from 2013 they were giving this rain sensitive wiper feature. So yeah, Ford was ahead of time. And then talking about pros, first thing is the driving dynamics. Driving dynamics is very good. This car is very very good in handling, with a lot of feel from the steering, and the steering is very accurate, pinpoint. And once if you are started driving, you can see this car doesn't have any issues with the driving dynamics. Very good handling car. And yeah, considering all those, this is very good. And then if you want to speak something else about this car, then driving dynamics is very good, and engine is very good in diesel also, very good in mileage with a great efficiency. And if you are planning to buy EcoSport, then go for a diesel. Don't buy petrol. For a better choice, diesel is a better option. And next pros is storage space is very good, very practical car. The bottle holder is there, storage space here. Glove box is okay, but not deep. Storage space here, and there are a lot of spaces so that you can keep everything. And next I need to pick is the aluminum pedals is very good. So if you are planning to purchase the Titan AS, then go for that because this variant has this aluminum pedals, which looks so cool. And another thing is like in the steering wheel, I just forgot to miss out. There is no mute option here because in order to down the volume, you just need to press this button. There is no mute option, so that is missing. And everything is okay. Speakers are very good. Again, I need to pick that speakers. And this touchscreen is very useful, very responsive touchscreen. If you are using a Ford system, you know the accuracy is very good and very easy to use touchscreen. So this is very neatly laid out in this floating format. And the AC vents also, they look so cool. And the AC is mainly, I need to tell, this is currently the best AC I have ever seen, because it chills out the cabin within no time. This is an automatic climatronic AC, and within no time it will chill the cabin. So you don't require the rear AC vent, because this 4 AC vents is more than enough, because it will chill the cabin within no time. If the heat is very much, if the climate is very hot, there's not a problem with this car, because if you are putting in this auto mode, then the cabin immediately chills. There's no adequate time required. And the steering wheel being 3-spoke unit, very good. And this is only unique to this car, because there's no other Ford cars in India. In Europe market they will be having, but in India only this car has a steering wheel, which is like derived from Ford Focus in international market. Very neatly laid out, and this is very unique steering wheel as compared to the previous steering wheel. It looks so sporty and unique, because in the current Ford cars you don't see this steering wheel. It's completely a new unit, and which is very good, and really need to appreciate this design of steering wheel, along with some cruise control, speed limiter, and very neatly laid buttons. So quality wise everything is good, and this car being 6 years old, there is no quality issues. Buttons are very good, solid. There's no even a single complaint. And yeah, sometimes the battery will drain out, that is because of not starting. Other than that, there is no complaint with this is the car. And another thing I need to point out is this car comes with a 16-inch alloy. This should be a 17, and 200 mm ground clearance is very good for Indian roads. So yeah, these are some key things to go. Suspension is very good for highway and city runs. And guys, one more thing I missed is this light is halogen. It should be an LED. And sunglass holder, it opens completely like this, fully, not in the halfway. So this is another thing I need to point out. And there is no vanity mirror here. This side you are giving this vanity mirror, and there is no vanity mirror here. So that is again an issue. Then everything is okay. And yeah, that's all.